Black Metal Whales. Today I present you one of the best albums so far of 2019. This is actually a band that some people kind of mentioned as recommendation to me, maybe YouTube comments or Rauta's Discord server, Warmoon Lord. And well, this is Burning Banners of the Funereal, not Funeral, Funereal War. One-man band to emerge from Finland and just kind of like boom, conquer all there. Why so? Well, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. First, let's take a look on this really great debut album. Released by Wolf Spell Records, which has, pulled out some really great albums recently. By recently, I mean recent few months. This is one of the greatest addition to their lineup. Only one man in the band, one Finnish guy, and well, there's not really much to tell. There are no lyrics on this album. This is just very much very simple in design, Sorry for the reflections here. This is basically all the information there is, so we can just, focus on the music. Like I said, only one-man band, and with a band title that is taken, it seems, from Vlad Tepes, the legendary Friends Black Legion band. Now, that is a really good way to start thinking where this band is going to or coming from, because Warmoon Lord, well, it's very Vlad Tepes-like in so many ways. Also, Satanic War Master, which then again probably is inspired by a lot of Vlad Tepes, considering his opinions about, praising words about French scene and all that stuff. Now, this is a really good thing because even though Vlad Tepes is kind of a very cult band, very obscure in a sense, there are not too many bands that are actually doing kind of a same heritage in a way. Warmoon, Lord is basically all about creating very raw, kind of a primitive, relentless black metal, and doing it a kind of a really lo-fi sound. But at the same time, it's also melodic, catchy, very 90s, kind of a dramatic, one could even say vampiric atmosphere. And by no means, I don't mean like Cradle of Filth and all that stuff, but think of like older Black Funeral from United States. I know these are obscure bands and don't say much to people in about mainstream stuff. But since Satanic War Master, it's very easy to go from that direction to these bands and check them out. Now, if you know all these bands, it's good, because then I can pretty much say that Warmoon Lord is very safe bet. Now, the lo-fi production here is not a bad thing. It's actually underlining kind of a old feeling here. This is very much like this could have come out, I don't know, 93, 95 or something like that. So very much kind of old school, but not the first wave of old school. So these melodies are really good, kind of a counterforce versus the more primitive approach, be it about these unhoned raw vocals which are just very inhumane. And then again, it's also kind of balancing each other out. It's not like creating ill-yarn riffs. It's more just being kind of this I don't know, obscure sounds coming from a cellar or sewers. So very inhumane and kind of a nice way of creating this raw passion that is not too often there nowadays anyway. So one could say it's kind of a demo-ish in a way of terms of production, but to be honest, this is really good. The production is not hindering the music by one bit. It's all very raw, very kind of a primal energy just flowing. And then when you have these catchy riffs and even some majestic keyboards on the background, it is a wonderful combination. So definitely one of the better albums of 2019 already, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was on my list of best albums through the whole year. That is obviously left to the scene. We're barely touching March 2019, so who knows how it will be. But definitely an album you don't want to miss. Did I make myself clear? I hope I did. Go check out the samples, and should you have any comments, opinions, drop them on the comments box below. Signing off. Bye bye.